And we have got cloudy conditions for qualifying. Hello everyone and welcome to League of Ireland, and we're back. It's Tier 2 around the famous Silverstone circuit for the British Grand Prix. I'm Colin B289 and joining me this evening is a teammate of mine called Tugbird. How are we, mate?
Oh, good, bud.
Yeah, I have to throw that in straight away.
Yeah,
Sure.
It's
Just traditional.
why not? It's just it is at this stage.
And we had a complaint last week that there was too much Aston Martin bias in the commentary box. So as you just saw there,
Oh, really?
somebody is joining us there this evening. It's a McLaren bias man called Whammy.
How's form as well?
How are things?
Alright, Tommy, how are we?
Not too bad, not too bad.
And we're live. There we go.
You had a good race last night there. In fairness, yeah. Fair play to you.
Ash, decent, Ash, yeah.
No sugarcoating it, but we had a poor race, let's just say. Myself and Colin B.
Absolutely. Just trying to invite Twin G now if you can.
I invited him there, but we'll see if he joins.
Nice.
So it's a dry qualifying.
Dry quality for now, as cars are getting ready to come out of the long pit lane. I think it's the longest one of the season. You lose about 29 seconds around this circuit, so it is a very long track to be fair.
10 watching, so hope everyone's tuning in, even the ones that may have retired from the league. Yeah.
And even the ones having a bad night seeing Chelsea draw one on. What was that? Someone said that there, no?
We don't mind doing that.
Oh, that was, yeah. Anyway.
James Mallon is leading the pack on the outlap.
Reserving, just quite a few
I
reserves.
haven't seen much of this, lad. Yeah, I haven't seen much
quite
of
a
this,
few reserves tonight. So James is one. You've got OP Gamer is in again. Real Johnny's in. Shamrock's in this evening, along with who's the one again? Oh, Sanko. You can see there in P2.
Sanko, yeah.
Sanko's in, and we're meant to have Twin Gene, but whether he'll join or not, we'll
Josh
find out
Nader is
very
leading
shortly.
the championship at the moment on 73. He's quite a gap to McGee at the moment.
Yeah, over a race win. Well, a race win, bang on.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the weather forecaster in the chat. There he is. I didn't. Jinxed the weather last week about, I don't know how many times you got it really.
Aiden says 5 minutes to rain, so I say we could have a flurry of.
So here we go. This could be a one-shot quality. This could theoretically be the fastest.
I don't know why Spider-Man's not out there yet, Dan. Okay.
Best way to have it, one shot quality.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No messing.
Turn one is
No messing, yeah.
Here we go into
An absolute roll.
Village
Look at
in
the
the
traffic
loop.
jam at the last corner.
And then this
the track
flat
looks cold at the moment.
Flat out turn 5 all the way down to Wellington straight. DRS wide open, there it is. And this Brooklyn's turning and downshifting all at the same time. Into the field. Exit the field is tough, but he does well there. Keeps the rear of the car. Woodcut's absolutely flat out. And now the famous Cops corner. Can he take absolutely flat out? Bit of a lift, but stays in 8th. But doesn't see the second lift though through the corner. Now one of the most famous sets of corners on the calendar as he invalidates.
I'm on board Josh Nader here.
We'll go with Evan here now. So Maggots and Beckett's. And the last right-hander here, Chapel corner. Onto the hanger straight. DRS open very early on the straight. Now you want to diagonal the straight really, because that's the shortest route. Down to Stowe corner, turn 15. Easy to run wide on the exit. Now into Vale, an overtaking zone in the race actually this is. And then the last two corners, double right-hander, club corner, easy to lose the car on traction, don't touch that sausage curb, flat out for the last. 28.6, kind of all
Josh
going
coming
for.
across the line. Yeah, 27.6, good banker for Josh. Here's Con now.
Aaron McCann, oh he's invalidated, he's going over the last corner.
Looks like it's
Ocon
solid enough.
definitely Josh's biggest threat in this qualifier.
Yeah. Oh,
if
he just takes that last curve not brilliantly, but should be an okay lap.
27.7, 10th
not
down.
too bad.
What about phase?
It's raining. It's raining.
It is
I see
raining,
the rain.
right?
Is it? You see rain? Oh my god.
27.8 from phase. And McGee 28.2, but Cav beats it straight away.
I don't think Funny Guy's on a brilliant lap.
Think it's raining,
Oh,
lads.
he's 28.2. Here comes Shane.
King Shamrock's
Oh, he
facing
nearly
the wrong
spins
way.
around the last corner.
Rafa's
Oh,
left
Shane
the session.
spins. And he still gets a 28.9. Will I send an invite to Raf?
Yes. Two, please.
James Mullen's gone in the second lap after invalidating his first. He's not really arrest though.
He validated very late, so what's the problem here? Because you gotta get time on the
Yeah.
board in these conditions. You have
He do,
to.
yeah. He could probably be a late 28 for James. Maybe an early
Could
29.
get himself maybe P11 maybe with this. Even better,
Yeah,
P9,
24.
good lap there.
Especially with no ERS, probably lost a good bit of time. Half a second
Absolutely.
probably.
And McCann, he's invalidated again.
Oh dear. No.
Oh, Dylan thinks
Yeah,
Connell's going to win tonight. That means he probably won't. That's Dylan saying that, not me.
Apologies, Connell.
Sorry,
We've just
Connell.
been cursed. Now,
Trying to see, there's no rain yet from what I can see,
Yeah.
but it does look very dark though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
Funny
it
Guy
does.
goes sixth. So as
I
it
think-
stands, actually, the top four in the championship we were talking about there: Josh Connell, FaZe, and McGee. First, second, third, and fifth. So that could be.
yeah, and Cavs is solid. He was up there last season as well, wasn't he? Or he won
He's
tier 3, did he?
Tier 3
He
world
won tier
champion.
3, didn't he?
No,
Yeah,
it was
there you
Buncey
go.
actually.
Oh, was
it
it?
was
Sorry,
Buncey
yeah,
won
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Cav pushed him
Cav
the whole way.
was- Yeah, he did. Yeah.
To be fair to him.
Don't do him like that.
Yeah, sorry, Cav.
Apologies, my bad, Cav.
That was Fanjo. That was Tugbird's fault.
That was me.
That was
me,
Tugbird. Fanjo would never say anything like that, but Tugbird might. James has run out of fuel. He's the only car on the
Will Josh
circuit.
even go out again? It doesn't seem that there's any movement. Bar Evan boy.
I think he should try and come out anyway.
Yeah, at the moment we see no rain, so FaZe I think is coming out. Yeah, they're all coming out now, I think.
Thing is if there's one drop of rain on this track, the times just plummet, and that's where qualifying it'll pretty
True.
much end.
But I know Shane can 100% improve in that lap. He literally spun across the line. So,
Good God, John. Cast some more. Oh, there it is. I think is that rain? It is. There it is. That's the rain.
That's terrible timing.
So they've all done one run, and that's it.
probably.
Or will be.
I still think. Yeah, no.
McGee might squeeze a lap out of it.
I still think some of the lower
Yeah,
down
it is
runners
raining.
can improve on it.
No, it's raining a bit harder now.
Oh yeah, if you want to get on with it. They all want to get on with it.
Evan will set this lap, but we'll stay with Evan here because then we can find out and see what the
Like, it
second
is
times
raining,
are like.
but the track isn't quite right yet.
All it takes
They
is
will
for
get
oh,
one
he's
very
invalidated. Oh, Evan.
That's criminal, that is.
Oh, yeah, he after his first corner as well.
There's a scene here, there's a race to the line now between
Yeah, it's a
McGee.
big race to the line. Josh behind was yeah, look, they're all on the line. You know, backing out. Every second matters now. I just think by the end of the lap when McGee's finishing off his lap, I just think it'll be a little bit too wet. He's already struggling there for traction. Just you know, it's for a second time anyways.
Score OP gamer sees he improving in sector one.
No, McGee's losing a lot of time.
Heavy, the traction got a little bit harder there for OP gamer. You could just see it, and he is slightly up, slightly though. into the second
McGee is
sector.
3 tenths down.
Can he take Cops flat? Oh, he's at the downshift. And downshift quite, I mean, he dropped about 40 kilometers an hour there. Did OP Gamer.
Oh, he's invalidated.
And he's invalidated. Was he up? He was actually.
Oh, McGee's out of it. See who's behind him.
McCann shouldn't prove no matter what.
Is it Connell? No, it's Alan McCann behind him.
See by second time out.
Evans pitted.
Not bad, that's not bad. He should be up there near Funny Guy, I think.
No, he'd be up at, I'd say about top 10. I'd say.
I think it'd be 6th or 7th, but we'll see.
I'm gonna say around
I'd
King
say
Shamrock.
about 11 to 12.
Yeah, just behind King Shamrock.
We're covering all bases here, lads. We're on the...
Well, we'll see where he
I'm
is.
sticking with it.
He does. Oh, he's P4 with that, lad.
Told you.
We're all wrong. Jesus, you said around Funny Guy, but that was wrong.
I said, well, Funny Guy was P6 at the time.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count though. There's 2 roads for difference between them now, so...
Yeah. Sanko's up on his time.
It's Con down.
Shamrock's pitted.
Con's 4 tenths down, he's invalidated, so that's...
And he's track exceeding there, just for good measure.
That's a very good lap by Aaron McCann, considering the conditions. Yeah.
Sanko's on a good lap, but he had an awful maggots and baggots.
He's lost 3 times. See if he can hook up this last 2 corners. He's backed out.
Dylan wants his Red Bull back. Didn't someone retire that was in a Red Bull yesterday?
Who was that? Oh, Ryan Dav.
I think Shane will improve here. Low blow gonna be.
Connell's retired in the pit lane. So he doesn't think the track's going to improve.
Shane, no, he doesn't.
He doesn't. Oh, he didn't improve.
That's so depressing.
So that's the
you
good
do all
then, I
that
guess.
effort just to improve by half a tenth. Don't move up any positions, you know.
Yep, that is that. So that is going to be the end of qualifying. Oh, Jack has spun.
Jack spins. Yeah. But yeah, that will be qualifying, folks, unless it somehow rapidly dries.
Hey, go banker by Josh.
Yeah, it was.
Not quite that on spec, but you know, good.
Oh, he was a machine. He's a machine around here.
Right, yeah.
Someone's coming out of the pit lane.
It's an Aston Martin, is it? It's 2 cars. McLaren and an Aston Martin. It's
FaZe has gone out.
Is it? Not FaZe, yeah, FaZe and
he's off the car there though.
Or Johnny.
Oh! And he cuts the white line.
No, it's definitely raining heavier, yeah, there's no chance. Oh, he's doing a bit of drifting. Oh.
FaZe, what's the point? Don't get yourself disqualified, mate, whenever you do. For your own sake. So it's just these 2 out on the circuit. Johnny's retired.
Yeah, you kind of more or less expect them all to retire at this stage. Someone stopped him. No. Spider-Man yet to settle that. Can he improve on a 135?
Since we have all this time at the end of qualifying, Colin, predictions for the race if Polly does stay the same?
Well, we'll have to wait and see if it could be wet, it could be dry. We don't know the conditions for the race yet, mate. So we'll have to wait and see.
The weatherman hasn't updated yet, has he not?
No, Dylan's not got it up to date yet, so you gotta sort he's gotta sort that out, like. Ah, FaZe, come on, will you?
Yeah, no, the conditions are...
Everyone's 1.5 seconds down.
Adam Whelan's wondering if Cav has enough fuel on board. We'll check in the formation lap there.
That's Wheelo, mate.
Wheelo. Yeah.
Spider-Man is setting on that.
No, I know that.
Spider-Man has a chance of moving up one position.
I think he will as well. It doesn't look like there's 7 seconds of difference if you keep it tidy.
I see it's for a second time anyways.
Sanko says there's a 3% chance of rain in the race, but it has a rain symbol. So.
Let's try race.
Yeah, well, unless the dominating symbol is the rain, you know what I mean?
So that rain symbol is only to do with what it is in quali at the moment.
But you know the way when it has up the top it has qualifying and race,
yeah.
And at the top it's either sun or rain. I don't know. I don't know.
Someone just joined the session. I don't know who that was.
Mad Herder, I've never heard of that lad.
GRS disabled.
Oh, yeah. Very out of shape. He abandons it.
Being validated.
I'm surprised at that.
Being validated. That's probably why. He retired.
Did he invalidate?
Yeah.
I didn't think he did. Maybe.
It was red when I saw it anyway, so.
No, he invalidated gone over the pit. I think the pit entry, it looked like.
Because he just about saved it.
Yeah, no, he was alright.
Yeah. Right, that should be qualifying.
Right, 2 seconds.
Spider-Man retires. Just waiting on Funny Guy, Cav, and Patrick.
See, Alpha Tauris, they don't like to retire, do they?
Yeah, just hear them, huh? Probably off at the toilet or something. Yeah, interesting. Be interesting to see. I think Connell has a very good chance of winning this championship if he needs to beat Josh though. That's the big thing. He does have to beat Josh.
What's the story?
Yeah, no, I was just saying that I think Connell has a very good chance of winning the championship, but he's a fair way behind Josh, so he has to beat him in every single race probably to the end of the season, you know.
You're reading the Tier 2 chat there, Conley?
Yeah, man.
Grand. Right.
Right, so we had quite a bit of time there while we were waiting for the Alpha Tauris to, I won't say what I was going to say, but anyway. We were just waiting for them for flipping ages. So anyway, Josh is on pole from Connell, FaZe is third, Armacan fourth, Cav fifth, McGee sixth, Funny Guy seventh, Johnny A, Sanko ninth, and James in 10th, Shamrock 11th, Evan 12th, Opie Gamer 13th, Raph 14th, Banter King 15th, Shane, Jack, and Spider-Man completes the grid.
Right, lads. What are your predictions? Now the qualifying is complete, can't
Right, we'll wait and see what tyres they all start on now, since we know it's going to be dry. Just hold on a second. There is a bit of time.
Calm down.
Is there a few unwanted visitors in this lobby?
We're just going to wait and see what's going to happen. So as Fanjo was giving away before we started, Josh had a 26-point lead in the championship from McGee, and then you have 27 to FaZe, 28 to Connell. So
very tight.
Should be interesting. It's tight if something happens to Josh. Let's say that much. I mean, I think Josh will do well tonight. I'm going to go with my podium three. I'm going to go because Dylan's already jinxed Connell. I won't go with him. So I'll go to the other three in the championship. I'll go Josh, FaZe, and McGee. That's the way I'll go. And we are going to have to restart, boys. I think, are we?
Yeah.
Restart, everybody. Restart. We're going to have to restart, unfortunately, everybody.
Just take a picture of the grid.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to have to do a new lobby. I apologise for that. It's off now. Custom grid. It was a dry race, wasn't it? Someone just give me a bit of...
It was, yeah.
Right, I'll just leave it on perfect now because... It's not the point. Right, I'm going to invite you two first, and then we'll have to start inviting everyone.
Right.
Okay. Have I?
I have gotten that yet.
No, I don't, Dylan. What are you talking about? This is always the worst one now. Because people have to restart their games, and people always have
Yeah, a bit
problems,
of a delay, folks, but hopefully shouldn't be too long. 5 minutes or so. We get things back on the way. I have the grid here, Con, so
yeah,
whenever
just
you're ready,
restart
give
your
me a
game.
shout.
Just restart your game. Who are the reserves? Yep, 2 seconds, James. 2 seconds, mate. Yeah, Tommy, that's right. Shamrock has been invited. I knew I was missing one. I'll worry about getting these reserves in. So I have James, Sanko, Johnny in
James
it, is it? Yeah.
Mallon, Johnny.
Did you get Twin Gene?
He didn't join.
Oh, right, yeah.
So we should have, if Tommy goes spectator in a second, we've got 12.
I'll invite him
so
again anyway, but...
5. Okay. They'll be at the back anyway, so.
Opie
So-
Gang is in, is it? Oh, he's in, never mind.
I'm
okay.
missing FaZe anyway.
FaZe, Johnny in.
Banter King's in. No, the reserves are now in. It's...
Yeah.
So Jackson in, Jack does games.
Phase
Yeah,
joining
we
now.
know. We're just getting it all together right, right?
Spider-Man, Banter King, are they both racing? No, Banter King's in already, so Spider-Man needs an invite.
Jack does games. He needs an invite.
We know. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. Jack, just 2 seconds there, mate. So the other Red Bull's Raf.
Rough basket.
And then Spider's on in yet, is he not?
No,
Spider's in now.
Spider's in now, yeah.
So it's
Jack's in,
Raf sort of waiting on, isn't it?
Raf, yeah.
Right, I'll go start the grid then out. Right, Tommy, did you say you had the grid somewhere?
I do, I have it on my phone here, yeah.
Good job. So, right, so we had Josh and Ada on pole position. We had Connell on the front row with him. We had FaZe next, wasn't it?
Colin, just look at your WhatsApp when you get a chance.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
See,
Yeah.
Okay, that's no problem. So Josh P1, Con P2, FaZe P3.
You have 17 in. Good. Yeah, I have that, yeah. Go on.
McCann P4, Cav P5, McGee P6.
Yep.
Funny Guy 7, Johnny 8th, Sanko 9th.
Yeah.
James Mallon 10th, King Shamrock 11th, OP Gamer 12th.
Yep.
Ralph Basket 13th, Banter King 14th, and Shane 15th.
Yeah.
And Jack
and
16th, Spider-Man, and and Twin Gene if he joins in. He can take
Alright. So
back of the grid.
just 2 seconds to make sure. So Josh, Connell, FaZe, Aaron, Cav, McGee, Funny Guy, Johnny, Sanko, James, Shamrock Gamer, Raf, Banter King, Shane, Jack, and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yep, that's everyone.
Correct. Alright. Right, lads, ready up, and please don't forget your setups. Please don't forget your setups, because obviously now you have to, and please someone don't ready up too quickly.
Please don't ready up, yeah, immediately.
Please allow people to actually put their setups on. I'm counting as well on my watch. I'll give you a signal when to ready up. We need to type this in the chat, do we?
So we only got Con B's predictions to be.
Yeah, you only got my ones. I hadn't forgotten that. I hadn't forgotten that question. I was just waiting for the right time, you know.
That's
Any
it.
cross-platform? Good question, Gary. Something I don't know, mate. The one thing that doesn't change though on the cross-platforms, if it ever comes in, is safety car resets. All right.
Oh, some man for pulling me out of the bag, Colin. I'll
Oh,
tell you
fuck.
that.
I mean, I can't say much for safety car resets myself, like, but
Gary, to answer your question properly, I think Jono was saying that it's under discussion, so yeah, don't mind Colin B and his cheeky answers.
it's under further investigation.
Yeah, no, but it is being
waiting
looked at,
for the
yeah.
game to be a bit more stable so that we can do it.
Okay, someone's readied up. I was just about to say someone's ready up if they want to, but
That's not bad timing. So remember your setups, everyone, if you haven't already. But I was going to say, yeah, so my predictions, I would say, would be Josh, Raph, and yeah, I'm going to go with FaZe.
who let the comedian into the comment box? Says Gary Drow. That was Tokebird's fault.
Who let them what?
Who let the comedian into the commentary box? I just said it was Tokebird's fault.
Oh, yeah. It's always my fault.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I have to take the hit this season, Gary, with my partner. He'll get the points and I'll take the hit.
Nothing yesterday said that much.
And who knows, I could be getting a penalty for my horrendous incident on lap 14 that made someone get quit. But anyway,
Interesting.
move on.
Anyway.
Tommy, who do you think? Who do you fancy?
McGee on the hard tyre. Interesting. Go on, so Tommy. Any predictions now, or are you just going to stay silent there, mate?
Sorry, lads, what were you saying?
Predictions.
I am going to go with my McLaren boy. I'm going to go with FaZe for the win.
Yeah.
No bias attached at all there.
No, absolutely not.
No, like it's not me at all. For P2, I'm going to go Connor, Josh. I think them two boys will make up the rest of the podium. Just not sure which order, but yeah, FaZe for the win anyways.
Alright, that's good enough anyway, we'll take that. Someone just put a prediction in the Cav will retire on lap 1. He has not had his fair share of the run of it. He's retired on lap 1 the last 2 races, so let's hope he goes a bit further this time. We've got the McLaren.
I'll put a late shout there. I think Shane M could be a dark horse actually for the podium. I'm not going to say he is, but
okay, he's starting on the soft tyre, which is probably not.
He didn't get his best quali lap in. He spun at the last corner,
yeah.
So I'm just thinking a lot more pace in him.
I wonder what the two Ferraris have in store. Will they do something different strategically? I should get ready now.
The lads in the chat debating where Cal's going to retire, not if he's going to retire.
On lap 1, honestly. Let's hope he has enough fuel to the first lap, you never know. As we get ready at the back of the grid for Spider-Man.
Waiting on McGee.
I was just going to say no one got disqualified. Anyway, here we go then. We've got 4 and we've got 5. Of course we're going to have to glitch, aren't we?
Yeah,
we go now?
but I think we've got rid of the sound glitch, which is the main thing.
And we are on the way for the British Grand Prix, and Connell gets a pretty good start off the front row, and there we go, he's ahead of Josh already, and so is FaZe, I think. Josh runs very wide, and he actually holds on to it.
Oh my god.
More trouble at the back of the field, and we have a virtual safety car, I believe.
I think it was a Mercedes going up the inside of the 3 wide into turn 1.
Yeah, James Mallon had a load of oversteers. He got an absolute, probably one of the best starts I've ever seen. I think he gained about 6 positions by turn 1, but unfortunately back stepped out and he wiped out about 2 or 3 cars. I'm not sure who.
McGee's had a terrible start. Look at that, he's already down to 12th.
I think he got caught up in it.
Spider-Man's up 7 spots. Jeez, he must have had a good spot to start.
And Shamrock has got front wing damage already.
Yeah, there was so many involved in that crash.
Carnage at the back.
Shane got so unlucky.
Unlucky Shane, mate. Anyway, so we've gotten through.
There's me saying Shane's a dark horse.
Yeah, that's the Fanjo jinx for the
A
night.
very dark horse.
Yeah, dark horse for first retirement, maybe.
I think Cav's gonna get through the first lap for the first time in 3 races now. So
Don't jinx him now.
And here we go, we're back on the way again. And Josh has hung in there with Connell, but he's not too far behind.
Oh, here goes Spider-Man. Funny guy behind him, going for the move.
Oh, a Spider's pitting.
Spider's got wing
must
damage,
have yeah. I'm surprised James Bond doesn't have wing damage. He fairly fired the wall.
Shamrock's got wing damage and he's pitting as well.
He's really struggling. Those hearts, James Bond's all over the back of him.
Nothing happening up front. Okay, we'll drop back. So
Yeah, James very close to him. He's got very good pace, James. I did a few practice races with him. He was fairly quick now, and I think was he reserving in tier 3, was he?
no, he's tier 3 driver.
Oh, he's in tier 3.
Oh, he just lost the car though.
Oh,
And here goes
it's around the
Jack.
outside.
There's another commentator's curse. We've got
Off
to
the
stop
track there,
talking.
wasn't he?
That was a very off the track overtake, yeah, but
See already though, the top 3 are getting away.
Con's getting away from Josh a little bit.
Bit of overtake being burned out from Connell. To be fair, yesterday when we saw Connell and Josh racing, Connell did look just slightly faster than Josh.
Yeah, I do
I know he
think
was
Josh
ahead.
obviously has more to lose, so he's kind of driving with an air of caution, I would have thought. Oh, here goes Raf. Raf's coming on Senko here.
And around the outside, into Stoke corner, he's going to have him. Sanko doesn't fight it.
Got a bad exit out
Oh,
of
he's
Gets-
going wide.
He should be okay, and he is. Sanko's not going to go up the inside there. No, I think it's better of it. And yep, that's the overtake done then. So Connell now 9/10 clear of Josh. Now can he get?
Yeah,
No,
he
he
should
didn't.
get the arrest there.
Josh will get it because
Yeah, he'll get it. Once Josh gets it, he's gonna have it for the rest of this stint unless he makes a bad mistake, you know.
very low gears Josh is in there. Look at that.
Yeah, and revving it out in second. He's lost a lot of time to Colin coming out of there though.
But the overtake just to stay with him. DRS
top-
open.
Top 3 are away. Aaron McCarr can't keep up. The Clarity man's struggling, so he's got Cav. Cav seems like he's being held up just a small bit.
Yeah, I think those top 3 are at the moment the 3 quickest in the tiers. It's kind of been the way the last couple of weeks, really, hasn't it?
Yeah.
McGee's kind of he's been very consistent in the championship, but at some stage he is going to have to show
Ross
some
been
sort
very
of
worried.
pace.
Yeah,
Surely
Raf
that's
gets
a
a
warning.
warning there, I'd say.
Yeah, Sanko's very close to the back of him.
Yeah, looks to be struggling in this early stint, Raf
Yeah,
goes.
I think Maggots, Beckett's and Chap, has to be the one of the most difficult sections on the calendar just to actually stay with a car.
Yeah.
Just the focus required it's ridiculous, you know.
Cav gets very close to
I'm having a
McLaren
half a
there.
look there. Thinks better of it. Front 3 are close now. There's phase, front wing angle.
The country are very close. If
Who
fast enough
pits
by
Jack
Josh Shirley.
does games,
No, not
pits
yet.
there.
Jack pissed us off the soft tyre. Josh is pretty close here. Oh, he hits the curb and gets out of shape.
Here goes
And
Faze.
FaZe is going to have a look at him now.
He's gonna go for it. If he is the ERS.
This might help Connell,
Yeah,
you know.
speed.
Might help him get away. No,
Yeah.
Josh looks to be running a quick car in a straight
He
line.
is, he's running a very
He
quick
was
car.
quick in a straight
I
line.
think-
as I found out yesterday for all the wrong reasons. Oh,
He's
FaZe is
very
going
close to French,
Oh,
getting
don't.
further.
Oh,
He's got to be pushing
no. No, he
him along
parks
through
in the
cops.
middle. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that at all.
He keeps the throttle. Yeah, he's in a great position now for an overtake.
Yeah, you can hold
Yeah,
just within
yeah,
another
yeah.
10.
Josh still has
good
DRS
shape here.
though.
Oh, he's taking it really well.
Connell's
He's
trying
getting
to
a
shape.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
good
He's
exit.
got a great run. He's got an absolutely
I don't
great
think
run.
he'll be able to overtake though.
No, Josh is burning. He didn't even try burn it. I think
Yeah.
he realised that Josh just
very quick in a straight line. Look at that.
You keep putting him under pressure though, he'll make a mistake.
Oh, he's gone!
Oh, he's gone, Faze
He's gone. Oh, he's done a full 360 though.
Gonna come out just ahead of Raf Basque, I think. Yeah.
Cool the tyres down, mate.
Tyres cool down, yeah.
What he can't do now is panic, he needs to keep his head.
He's still in the race. He's still in the race.
Josh gone very wide there. And
if you're ever gonna have a spin, that's the spin to have a full 360 straight back into action, you know.
Looks really solid with the setup here. He looks to be comfortable.
I get off board with that, my god. Josh has the DRS, but I think he's running less swing than Connell.
Oh, he definitely is. Look at that.
Running way less swing than Connell. I think if
4/10 there.
If Connell gets away, if Connell gets out of the second, he'll be gone here. Josh is hanging on to him.
It's just there's so many straight line or high speed sections.
Down here now, Josh can use the slipstream to be able to close the gap up a little bit here now. But now through here, Connell should be quicker now through Meggins and Beckett.
He's okay, he's gonna be in it, I think.
He's in the DRS now, yeah.
It reminds me of me last night with that, just struggling to hang on.
Yeah, he's okay. Up 3 second
Faze might look for a move here on Real Johnny. He's burning it. Johnny isn't.
Yeah, I think Johnny senses.
Yeah, Johnny thinks better of it.
I think Johnny just realises Faze is a bit quicker than him at the moment. Ooh,
sensible driving. Yeah, he's okay, good overtake.
Yeah. To be honest, as long as Faze doesn't panic here, he should be able to get back to third at very least, you'd think.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
And Sanko and Raf with a bit of an error.
That Patrick King's gone around the outside. Raf doesn't look great with the setup at the moment.
Oh, look at the understeer.
He has damage, he doesn't seem to have damage, but...
Who's this?
Raf
Basket. But he did start 13, so he could have been a bump of chaos in the...
He was struggling through cops on one of the laps, but I think lap 4 he ran very wide, so I wonder if it's either his pressures are really too high and he's overheating, or he has got damage.
That would be weird though, because
you know what I think might be the case. He might not have picked the setup.
I doubt it.
Yeah, chance, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. But
there's a chance, but I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, the biggest thing for me would be maybe he had minimum pressures on, because around here the medium tyre and the hard tyre in particular on the minimum pressures don't heat up at all.
True.
So I just wonder, and I personally ran minimum for the qualifying yesterday. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to jump over here because Faze again, looking at Cav.
Yeah.
Thinks better of it though.
Oh, he's going to go for it here.
He's going to send it down, yeah, he's close enough. Ooh, he's better up. Cav can't go too deep. Faze gonna try. Yeah, you can't really go anywhere though. You've seen Rory Drain trying to do an overtake in the last corner and it ended up horribly wrong. You just can't do it.
On board with him again. That camera shot.
He's gonna go around the inside. Oh, take it easy. Oh, nearly. That was very close to. Yeah, very close to disaster there.
Sneaky one for Faze as well, because Faze is gonna have the DRS and the better exit.
Yeah.
And Cav doesn't fight that one.
He knows he had a few too many DNS this season. He wants to stay in this race.
Yeah. So next up for Faze is Aaron McCann. We'll go back out front then. There's Josh Naylor again, still hanging on to Connell, actually charging up the battery a little bit. We've seen this before actually with these two. Connell has been very quick at the start of the stint. But as it's gone on, Josh has been able to get back at Connell. It's happened in Australia, and I wonder could it be happening here again tonight.
Faze is setting quicker lap times than the two lads ahead. So
yeah, he burned a lot of overtake to do that though, so that's...
Yeah, true.
He has gotten through the field.
Oh, I'd love to know what wings Josh is running. He's so quick in a straight line, but so incredibly slow through the...
I wonder could it be down to as well the fact that Connell's running very high wings?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah, no,
I was actually talking to Connell during the week.
On the rear wing.
Yeah, I was talking to him the other week, and he said he was struggling with the rear really badly. Just
I
wondered
was the same with myself.
Is he
I ran
running?
loads of when.
Jesus.
I tried to
Caught
balance
the
it out.
Armacan rather quickly.
Oh, whoops.
Sanka's getting very close to Real Johnny here.
Yep, we can kind of see that. It will also be interesting now who's going to be the first one to pit, and will the overcut actually be the way to go? Because that's kind of the way we're looking here. The way the tyres have been this week, the overcut's been a little bit more powerful. He just couldn't do it that time. He's burning the overtake.
Looking for an overtake here in the lap. Coming in the straight. Oh, he takes it so much better.
Oh, he runs very wide there though.
Let's say we got a warning there.
Oh, he possibly did. Oh, he's been an overtake with Maggots and Beckett's. Look at that.
Helped out by Armacan going wide, but
Andy's got DRS, so he's going to be long gone here.
Couldn't have worked out better for him. He didn't have to use the DRS.
He didn't get warning for that play, so he got away with it.
Oh.
Keep an eye on the gap to him and Josh now.
So
he has
4 points. What have we got now? It's 4.1 now, okay.
Yeah, he hasn't got DRS now, so that
I think realistically it's the gap to Connell. It's 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's the one to keep an eye on, I think, really.
So his last lap was 2/10 quicker than Armacan. Granted, he had DRS, but
second one, it's funny guy on for a spin.
Funny guy, fortunately.
Can Shamrock a lap down? No, he's away. He's not far off being lap down though. He's just pitted for fresh heads though, so that's possibly why he's very close to the leaders.
Yeah, absolutely.
James Mann's very close to McGee. McGee has not been able to fire up those hards, unfortunately for him. 12 seconds back in the lead pair.
Yeah, McGee's not really racing for the win today though.
Yeah, James is very close to him.
I wouldn't count him out just yet.
Oh.
James gone very wide.
Rod on that line, aren't they?
Josh could be going for the overtake here. Oh, he gets very close to Connell. Yeah, he's so much understeering that.
And Connell pits. Oh, he doesn't.
I
was going to say it was surprising there, but
he managed to get used to it, but he didn't get Josh. What's the lap times? They're still setting a pretty good pace. Yeah, he's actually lapping quite similar to.
Just quicker than Connell. That lap, I think. He's got some to 4.8 now.
Yeah, 2/10. I wonder if no, we didn't really. His lap times are pretty similar. 32 flat, Fazer was 31.8, so.
Yeah, I think the DRS is just killing Faze.
Let's see. 5 seconds, yeah. He just needs to put his head down though.
It's quite easy to get a 5 second in this pit lane, I will say, being at 60 and the slowest pit lane on the calendar.
Funny guys in, fresh heads.
I think Josh.
Connell might have gone a bit wide there through Cop's corner.
Yeah. If he overtakes him here, Josh, he might be looking to pit then out of this for next lap. He's burning it.
There we go then. Connell's also burning it.
So is Connell. I think Connell might be.
Is he gonna come in this time? I wonder.
Yeah.
I think it's a lap to. Oh, maybe he could pit this lap. No.
Yes, he does.
Josh stays out now.
This
is the lap. If Josh's gonna do a good lap in this race, it has to be this lap.
This is really crucial now for Josh.
What's Faze do? Faze stays out.
If all Johnny's pitted, I think.
Where will Connell?
No,
he's gonna come out and plenty of fresh air as well. So
it's gonna be the temps.
The temps
are gonna be the big thing here now for Connell.
The good thing is though, he is running a bit more downforce, so he should be able to get the tyres up quicker.
Yeah, it's the pressures really will be the biggest thing. So he's going to come out P9. Spider-Man's absolutely no one near him because he's just coming onto the hangar
Josh
straight.
is burning the battery now.
I think Josh.
Trying to do his best.
So here we are, Alpine v Ferrari. Connell comes out then. So we'll follow this lap then. Obviously, are you with Connell or what are you? Who are you with?
I'm with Josh.
I'm with Con.
I'm with Josh later. Okay.
I'll go with FaZe.
He's got the gap 4.2, so the gap really isn't. The gap's not really coming down. Connell's 29.7 behind Josh. It's 29 for a pit stop.
I wonder what FaZe pit this lap and try and get closer.
He might come out close. He might come out behind him here. What will Josh do? He's coming in. Here we go.
FaZe do.
Slow it down.
Slow the car down.
FaZe also pits.
FaZe, slow the car down.
Oh, FaZe. Oh, just about, yeah.
Now.
And Cav, yeah, thanks Cav. Cav gets the 5-second penalty we were talking about.
Burning the batteries, burning the whole way. Josh in the box yet? No, he's just about to be though.
And we're on the way.
Slow pit stop by Josh, it looked like.
Is it quick enough?
Connell's coming out through Vale. You can see him on the mini map through the club corner.
It's be very close.
I think
Josh will be ahead.
I think Josh will be ahead, but it's going to be about Connell on fresher tyres. And Josh is ahead. There he is. But where's Connell now? There they are, side by side. And Connell just about holds position.
But Josh gets the arrest now, but he won't have the.
Connell could get away now.
He could. He could eat, yeah, it's a good shout.
And there he goes. Disappears.
And FaZe has gained 2 seconds on the pit stop.
Josh is weaving all over the place, trying to get Tim.
Yeah, I think it was a slow stop, Tommy. Because FaZe
he was definitely
gained 2
slower.
seconds on him.
Yeah, it was. Josh needs to really get.
For Connell.
Josh, in the last few races, though, when he's come out on his new set of tyres, he's been really struggling to bring them in.
Oh no, Johnny and Cav are going to be side by side down to Cop's corner. Oh, Johnny gets out of it. Oh, I would love to have seen that.
Oh, but look at this, he's very close to him now. Oh, he's in the slipstream. Cav's tyres are still, he's still ice cold.
King's pitting. He might be too far behind this pack actually. Where's he going to come out in all this?
I think he'd be
in between FaZe and
Sorry to jump over you. Aaron McCann has lost out big time in that round of pit stops. Wasn't he up with, wasn't he at the front of his queue?
Yeah, I don't know if he had a little
did he have front wing damage or what?
Yeah, he must have had something. I wonder why it was at his pace being a low.
FaZe is coming at Josh at a fast rate of knots. Whereas Banter King come out, he's still in the pits. He's going to come out right ahead of this squabble. Yeah, he's going to be ahead of them.
Will he even get out, will he?
I think he will get out with him.
Yeah, he will
be.
Miles ahead of him, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
He'll be right up the back from low Cav, I'd say, by the end of the first sector.
He will, but that's all he needs. Cav's got no DRS here.
He's praying for a safety car here. In the next 2 laps or 3 or 4 laps.
Who?
D.
Oh, absolutely. Is that the only one? There's a few lads that fancy a safety car now.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of a bit spread out now.
What's the gap between, 3.9 between Connell and FaZe. So FaZe has taken out a second since he's got ahead of that squabble, so we'll see if he can keep up the pace.
Yeah. Once he catches Josh, that'll be really interesting.
How will Alpha Terry play this now?
Oh, Cavs. Burning it.
Oh,
so is Banter. Here goes Cav. Maybe to the room.
Banter King might send it back in his teammate. No, I think he's better of it. Yeah, and Sanko's there as well. FaZe sets the fastest lap. There you go.
Cav's on 3.6 to Connell.
That confirms his pace, I think.
He was 3/10 quicker than Josh that lap.
We could have a good finish here.
And FaZe is taking some very aggressive lines though.
He's throwing the car in.
Yeah,
absolutely throwing the car in.
He's on the limit.
He's 5/10 quicker than Con there last lap.
Just have what was that lap?
Just a quick one as well, lads. I wonder will this come into it, the fact that Connell's tyres are 1 lap older. Will that come into it later on?
He pitted lap 10?
Maybe the last 2 laps.
Lap 10 and the other 2 were lap 11.
I think he's going to be he's actually going to be very nip and tuck, I think. He will be okay, but those tyres will not be great at the end.
Last night I pitted lap 5 and my tyres were 88% going across the finish line. So they might be 70 plus, you never know.
I have a feeling he won't be as good as me with the tyre deck here that much. I went from lap 1 on the highs yesterday.
Josh is taking a bit of time. Yeah, he's taking a bit of time now. His phase has lost a bit of time, so Josh is coming back.
McGee is pitting now.
Here.
It's early, isn't it?
It was very
early.
It is
very early.
For a hard,
maybe he wants to use the most of the mediums, but...
That's early though.
It is early. I wonder where he's going to come out though.
Red Bull and their pit stops.
I expect around Aaron McCann, kind of James Mallon area. Probably behind actually.
Funny guy gets another penalty. The gap's down. There's a gap down to 1.4. I just see now.
It is, yeah. Josh is
there
really.
It is. Josh is starting to come and get. FaZe was quicker than the 2 of them. 3.3 covers the top 3 now. Don't leave anywhere, lads. Don't leave the stream yet. We've got plenty of action here to come.
Josh was 3.
Raf got ahead of Sanko in there. I think he might well have done.
He has, and he's very close to the back of Johnny here. McGee does come out behind Sanko. Oh, he just gets a bit squirty there, Raf.
That's a stupid ref. Aaron gets ahead of McGee. Aaron is side by side with McGee.
James Mann's coming as well.
Is down to 1.5, 1.4 point.
This is a 3-way squabble here now. McGee's tyres are still cold.
Oh, here goes Sanko.
No. James Mann's up the inside of McGee, gets it done, but McGee's gonna burn it.
It's not done yet.
Oh, this is gonna be side by side. No, it's not.
It's gonna be quite side by side into Cops corner.
McGee made sure that didn't happen. Gap's closing, lads.
It's coming down. We're gonna have as much as this is a good battle up here. As much as this is a good battle here, we're gonna have to go back out front very, very shortly.
Hopefully, one on the
first, third, and fourth in the World Championship, battling for the win today.
Connell is a 31.3. Josh is a 31.3.
That's another fastest lap.
A 30.8. Half a second quicker than Josh in front of him.
He's so confident with his setup at the moment.
I don't think fans will set this yet, but I think Tommy that FaZe is throwing the car in, is he?
He's throwing the car around the place.
Yeah.
Oh, he lost the car there though.
He really is.
That would have been so funny if, oh my god, we got dogs for that. Donny's lost the DRS to Raf. Oh, Chapantic even, sorry. He's got Raf behind him with the DRS. But he's not closing up on the Wellington straight.
Josh and Connell.
Oh, Johnny's gone very wide. And Raf and Sanko both gone through.
The Spider-Man says fast lap now in those mediums.
2 AlphaTauris are getting away.
Tell you what, McGee's not in a bad. No, he got 3 seconds, isn't it? No, he's still not in a bad position. Like those rollers in front of him are not.
Top 5 definitely in.
Oh, he's gone very wide there. Jeez, he definitely got a warning for that.
Josh down to 1.2, 1.1.
Oh, and he's got more ERS than Con as well.
Squeaky bum time. I mean, Connor's got to be careful here. He's not a sitting horse into the straight, Banjo. I think so. Had to be said, lads. Had to be said.
Classic.
I mean, you say something stupid like that on stream, you have to keep bringing it up.
FaZe was a 10th quicker than Con in that lap.
There goes McGee.
He's actually slower than Josh, so.
Yeah, FaZe is. I don't know.
Josh is coming, lads.
Both of them are. I think it's really crucial now for FaZe. He needs to get in the DRS before Josh does, otherwise Josh could be gone.
But I think FaZe is quicker than Con at this moment.
I think FaZe is quicker. I agree.
I think DRS is such a big thing here that FaZe could
2.5 covering the top 3 at the moment.
It's one of those tracks where suddenly you kind of get to lap 20 and you're like, well, laps are running out.
Yeah.
So a long way to go yet.
Josh's gonna be in here. Josh is gonna be in here.
Yellow flag.
We have yellow flag. That funny guy, is it?
Oh, I don't know if Josh. I think he got it.
That's the line there. It's on the exit. It's just on the exit of Maggots. Yeah, he got it.
He got it. Here we go.
So he's in the DRS zone.
And he's wearing it. Con's trying to get out of the slipstream.
He'll close up out.
Look at that. He's about 16, 17 kilometers an hour. Look at that. 6/10 now.
The big question is, Josh has been here before and couldn't follow him. Has he got the pace to follow him now? Through the higher downforce part of the circuit. Too deep into Vale there straight away.
He's lost so much time there.
But FaZe has gained on him. Look at that. FaZe has gained 3/10 in the last sector.
FaZe is setting unbelievable lap times. Very consistent. He's coming. He needs to save his battery though. Ryan Curran, if you are listening, tell FaZe to save his battery. Unlike me last night, he's gonna need it.
I think you need to get the DRS first. I think
he's gotta get in there. He's gotta get in there, hasn't he?
I would have thought so.
He's still a bit away though.
Still, yeah, he's still a second and a half.
And the laps are running out, so
he needs to get it, Tommy. He needs to get in there.
Josh is in there. Josh is going to be sitting
comfortably.
Close
he's not
to
far off Johnny, but he's not going to go for the move here. What was McCann going side by side?
Oh, FaZe gone very wide there. Oh, did he get it? Oh, FaZe was so close again. I don't think he did quite get it.
He's outside it. Oh, he gets a penalty!
Penalty there.
That is going to be a bit of a relief to Connell. Yeah, that's funny guy again, isn't it?
Connell's got no warnings, and nor has Josh.
FaZe got 2 on that lap. Oh, I wonder did he get...
The key going for it here.
No, he got 1 in Maggots.
Here goes the key.
He said he has two warnings on that lap though. I didn't see. Maybe
I saw the second one.
Did he have a first one though?
He might have done.
First one. Yeah. There's another fastest lap anyways.
Right, we'll have to get out front now, guys. Josh can't get off the exits. Connell's getting 9/10 away off the 9/10 ahead off the exits every single time.
And he's saving the DRS as well, Connell is.
Yeah, he is. I think realistically Josh is going to have to try and force Connell into an error.
I think the only overtaking spot is down the hanger straight, because you can run relatively closely in Maggots and Beggots, even with low wings.
Depends.
It's just got to get the slipstream
like
all the way
a lot
up
will depend on if Connell makes a mistake between now and the checkered flag, really. Because if he makes a mistake out of the last corner, that's funny guys round again. He's back on the track though. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna have to, and FaZe is the same. They're both gonna have to try and force the driver in front into an error.
Don't want to jinx them, but the avatars are running well at the moment. P4, P5.
Oh Jesus, he's just jinxed her, hasn't he? The Cav's got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Then again, they've all got penalties behind, so it mightn't be so bad. Oh, that helps the Alphateries. Connell's weaving already, look at this.
Oh, a bit early for that.
Trying to break the slipstream.
I think it's really important how close he is behind after this corner, so you get slipstream all the way up, as you say.
Josh isn't cutting that.
Oh, here comes FaZe. Jeez, FaZe is right up the back of Josh.
Oh, that was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it? That actually might hurry Josh on a bit, though. Josh might get a bit closer now.
Third man in the DRS train, you gotta do something. Gotta force someone into the seat.
What's going to happen here? Can Connell get the exit?
Oh, look at FaZe.
We'll be pushing Josh here.
Funny guys
Josh
round
Brown
again.
on top.
Again, same issues. No, yellow flags, lads. Be careful.
FaZe not going to
Give
know.
her FaZe. I think FaZe gonna go for it.
Oh, had a half a look. Thought better of it.
Gets it. Decent exit at the last corner, but so does Josh.
Oh, had to snap away. He just snapped left, didn't he? And that's funny guy in the pit tiring was
FaZe might go
straightforward
for mid
actually.
here.
Yeah, he
FaZe
might
might
go
go.
in.
No,
he
not on
won't.
there.
He wasn't quite close enough. Yeah, I think you got to think FaZe is gonna go for the move in one of the
He has to, yeah, he's got the pace.
one of the
It's just-
slower corners. Oh, we have another DNF in the pit. So
OP Gamer in the pit. Oh, that's a weird one. Okay. So 6 laps to go, including this one, and we have a 3-way battle for the lead. Of course, obviously FaZe with a penalty. Doesn't help the cause.
Connell's running sweet at the moment, he's doing well.
Yeah, he's saving the ERS as well. And I think what's actually helping Connell is how much pressure FaZe is putting on Josh.
Yeah.
Can't relax
Josh
at all.
seems content, like he hasn't really, I haven't seen him make a proper effort to go on Connell yet. I don't know if he's struggling, no, he wouldn't be struggling to hang on because he did make up the time to get into the DRS in the first place, you know? So, I don't know if he's just playing a waiting game, but
FaZe is looking really close here.
Yeah, it's an uncomfortable waiting game. I wouldn't like to be in Josh's shoes at the moment.
No, indeed.
FaZe might go
for it here,
I'm gonna tell you, he might go for it. Oh, he goes, has a look.
Oh, he's whacked the sausage curb. He has to get the throttle.
There's a message to Josh saying I'm here, I'm looking for a move.
I think Josh knows he's there, to be honest with you. I think he has.
on one tonight, Tommy, or it's just me.
I think he has a fair idea he's there. I don't know why I think that, but I think he's got a bit of an idea. He's hanging around there.
If anyone didn't know already, Colin B is P4 in the Tier 1 Championship.
No, that's the last night, mate.
Oh, sorry, oh dear, sorry.
Jack does games is having to go with Spider-Man at the back here for P12.
We'll stay up front because FaZe is getting very close again.
Oh, that's a safety car. Oh, he's so lucky he didn't retire.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Oh my god, yeah, I don't know how he didn't retire the car there.
And FaZe is very close again. Josh is burning the overtake. No, FaZe is still too far behind. FaZe is going to send it at some stage, isn't he?
He's on it, yeah. It might be here. Oh,
look at the front wing shot we have here. Unbelievable.
Just gotta keep putting the pressure on. Someone's gonna make a mistake, you gotta think.
I think that's, yeah, you never get 10 laps racing this and no one making no mistakes.
Surely he's gonna go now, surely he's gonna go now. Sends it, sends
He's
it.
up the inside, he's there.
He should have the traction out of this corner and the downforce.
He's through. He's through.
He needs to burn it now,
He needs to burn it now, to keep him calm. Con knows it and he's burning as well.
Oh, that's Josh lost Josh losing an awful lot of time.
Josh got damage from that.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no damage, no visual damage anyway.
FaZe had a snap there, that's gonna lose him some time.
FaZe, you're right on the edge here. Should get it though.
The section point is right here on the exit of Maggots, that line there. Not that one. The one before it.
Yeah, Josh needs a burger here.
As Spider-Man
Banter King gets 3 seconds.
That won't actually, do you know what? That actually won't cost him anything.
5 second penalty, as long as he stays within the
Look behind him though. Yeah, he will. The teammates, they should be fine. To the end, you would have thought.
Marcus Faze have.
Oh, Josh had to downshift. Look at that. Josh had to downshift an Abbey
to 7th.
Yeah.
Now, I will say I was last night. I found going through 7th is actually quicker than 8th in some cases.
Yeah, but he was up in 8th and down in 7th. I haven't seen many people do that. I've seen a lot of people stay in 7th. I do that myself.
Yeah.
But not go up to 8th and then back down to 7th. That was just interesting now. 3 laps to go. And I wonder how Connell's feeling now. Will he still feel more? Is he feeling a lot more relaxed on the fact that Faze is behind him? I think he's more worried about him. But Faze being behind him. We will see. So 2 to go. After this one, across the line again. If you yellow flag, it's actually AlphaTauri is Banter King.
Oh, what a criminal mistake under no pressure whatsoever. Oh, you wanted Johnny getting a legal overtake for that?
He's recovering cash, or he should be alright there, you think?
Yeah, he was. The yellow flag's out, but no, he should be okay.
Anyway, Connell, Faze, Josh, and Ada. The top 3 going down the old pit straight for the second last time.
No, as long as he keeps the mistakes to a minimum, I think Con has enough battery to keep Faze behind no matter how close he is. Where's the last lap?
Just on board Faze, Schumacher and Beckett. Connell stays ahead. Oh, Faze has run very wide. I was I thought it was 3 seconds, but it's just Johnny just popping up there. And now we're already on the final lap.
Connell has 17% more ARS.
Faze is closing the gap though.
He is, he's very quick in slower speed corners.
Yeah, I think Connell does have this in the bag.
The question is, where does he use the overtake? If it was me, I'd be using it out of...
Yeah, the 2 DRS zones most important.
Well,
there we go.
I'd be using it on the way up the cops just to bridge the gap.
Spider-Man.
I think he has enough. I think he has enough to all 3.
Yeah, I think he does.
Shamrock gets another 3. They're all burning in now, but Josh hasn't got much left, so Josh is out of it pretty much now.
He's just a time penalty,
so... he's gone very wide there.
Wow.
Won't be getting a warning removed anyway.
Again.
I think so.
Jeez, he cut the corners there, didn't he?
You see him tracking this there. I don't think he's going to have enough in the tank. Connell's going to have this covered. He's actually...
Looks like I think maybe one person in particular who will not be happy to see Con finish off the win here. Goes by the name of Kachiga. But anyway.
But here we go then. It comes down to the final couple of corners now, and Connell led from the start and wins the British Grand Prix. Brilliant stuff from him. Josh and Faze round off the podium. Really good drive from them, and Cavs actually finished the race, lads. Look at this. You said nothing about him all race, but finishes in
P4.
Finishes in 4th, I believe. There we are. Raph's had a bit of a spin, and he's had a crash after the finish line. Aaron McCann finishes 7th, McGee 6th, Aaron McCann 7th. Raff's all the way down 8th actually. With all his penalties. James 9th and Banter King in 10th. Johnny 11th, and we're just waiting now for the two Silver Arrows, the two Mercedes. This isn't a lap of honour or a guide of honour or anything, lads. This is
Oh, Shamrock's going for there. Oh, Jack's keeping on the inside.
Get it done. Good overtake. Good respectable racing.
absolutely.
There we have it.
Well done, lads. Well done.
And there we are. And now we are halfway through the season. Halfway through the Tier 2 season. Not all tiers, but Tier 5 tomorrow, of course. But halfway through now. That was a decent race. Enjoyed that.
It was actually.
And the Ferrari in yellow was a lucky charm for LOI Con. Wins today from Josh Shaneda, and FaZe rounds off the podium with 18 seconds clear of Cav. Well, what Connell was anyway, with Cav's penalty. Sanko, McGee, Aaron McCann, Raf Basket, James, and the Banter King round off the points. Real Johnny, Jack, and Shamrock. Spider-Man retired late. And we lost OP Gamer, Big Funny Guy, and Shane M. So we are now going to go through the race director because there'll be...
It's interesting to see Con had his fastest lap on the last lap.
Burn on the overtake.
He was in control of the race and he burned the overtake in the end. Pretty much led every lap.
You can see FaZe picked up 2 warnings on the last lap.
Yeah.
But that is the race director, everybody. We'll try and get the 3 lads in the pair here in a second.
It's getting bored having these 3 lads in the podium every week. Nearly every week.
Right, that is everybody in. So why don't we get a McLaren driver interviewing a McLaren driver, shall we not?
Absolutely. FaZe, you there?
Yeah, of course. Well, Tommy, how are you?
Not too bad, man. How are you keeping? If just if you can, yeah.
A little bit, please, if you can.
Oh, sorry. Is that grand?
Yeah, much better.
Alright.
Yeah, so obviously quality man, very short qualifying, one shot quality, should I say, actually. Were you happy with your one and only lap, or did you feel, obviously it is a banker, so you can't really say that the track was there, and you know, like, were you happy with it, or?
I wasn't really delighted with it. I had at least 3 tenths in it, but sure, I didn't expect the rain to come that soon. I thought I'd be able to set a banker and then get back in and set another one, but sure, I was just unlucky. We didn't really get much of a qualifying, so.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone only set one lap except for, I think Aaron McCann might have been the only driver to improve on his second lap, and I don't think his banker was a proper lap time, let's say. In terms of the race, you had You maintained your quality position at the start of the race, and we're right in saying that you're a P3 behind the two boys.
Yeah.
Obviously you had a spin coming off the end of the Wellington Straight.
Just
what happened there? Did you just lose the car? Did you?
I don't know. Going into it, it just started sliding. I lost a bit of traction. I think I put too much throttle on it, but sure, I was able to get back up to P3, so I'm happy with that at least.
Yeah, no, I was saying on the comms, if you're ever going to have a spin, that was the way to do it. Full 360 straight back into the action.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know Verstappen there. I was only just showing off.
And I think you only lost about 3.5 seconds or so. But yeah, no, obviously you managed to clear it. I think there's 2 or 3 cars ahead of you. You managed to clear them, and then you made a good bit of time in the pit stop as well. Your pace was very good and very consistent. I'd say are you happy with how, like, obviously you got the P3? I'd say you're probably a little bit disappointed as well, are you?
I feel a bit disappointed, like, especially with the penalty as well. Not only losing out on P2, but I think maybe if I hadn't spun, I could have been fighting for the win. But obviously, Con and Josh were all over it today, so can't give anything away to them. But no, I suppose I'm happy with the podium. It's kind of what I went into the race to get, but I would have been a bit disappointed to not get the win.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, no, because your pace was like, I think it was, I don't know what the gap was. It was definitely over 2.5, 3 seconds when you came out of the pits, anyways. You know. So very good pace from yourself. Any thoughts on Jeddah next week? How did you do? Obviously, it's, in my opinion, it's changed a lot since the last game. How are you feeling about it?
I was a big fan of it last year, and it's grand this year, but easy to lose traction on. So hopefully no more spins, and we should be all sorted.
Yeah, that's it. Well, listen, obviously you got the win last week. Another podium this week, so hopefully we see it up again next week. You know, keep the run going.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for anyway, and well done to the boys on the podium.
Good man, FaZe, well done, lad.
Fair play to FaZe, well done, mate. I saw you, I just have one quick one. I saw you in the qualifying practicing those sprints. That kind of came in handy when you spun yourself in the race, mate.
Oh yeah, that was the reason I was able to catch it in the race.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we've just left
the
session.
In case you didn't know already, FaZe, Colin B's on one tonight. Now, who do we have next? Josh Schneider. How are you, mud?
That's a crack. I'm alright.
So, first of all, great banker there in quali. Pressure was on, considering the rain was coming, and it's not a bad lap. 27.6 it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy with that, were you?
Yeah, I was happy enough with it. I had a few tenths in it. I'd say if we got another couple of laps in it, I'd say I could got down to maybe a 0.3 or a 0.4 possibly. But yeah, I just saw the rain at the start of the qualifying. I was having a look at the weather, just expecting it to be dry, and I saw rain coming in a few minutes in qualifying. I was like, right, we need to get out as soon as we can, set a good lap, and yeah, managed to get the pole.
Good stuff. And I know Connell seemed to pip you off the line, but we were wondering what wings you're running because you seem to be rapid in the straight line.
Yeah, I actually don't know what wings I'm running. 16 something maybe. I haven't a clue. It's 16-14 is what I'm running.
Fair enough.
It was quick enough in the straight line, but then I think I was losing a lot of time in sector 3 to Con ahead of me. So
yeah, we could see you just couldn't get close enough when it came to DRS, but no, it was really enjoyable to watch. Like yourself and Con pretty much right behind each other for the whole 26 laps. But no, I think once FaZe made the comeback, were you always under pressure, or did you just kind of let him go in the end because he had the 3 seconds?
You see, like in the pit stop, I saw Conor pit the lap before, and I was like, right, I'll go try for an overcut on him, because he'll have the cold tyres. But coming out of the pits, I think going into the pits, I was around 4 and a bit seconds ahead of FaZe.
Yeah.
And coming out, I left the pit limiter on. I pressed it, but I pressed it too early.
Getcha.
It stayed on for about a second or two, and that just killed the overcut, killed the gap
slow
between
stop
myself.
or something.
Yeah, no, it was just myself being the usual. But you know, I'm happy out with the race altogether. Yeah, I think FaZe when he was coming up behind me, I kind of just wasn't too pushed about letting him go. In a way, I was kind of like, I was trying to go for the win, but you know, like I got the P2 in the end. My first actual podium on track, believe it or not. But I couldn't wait to get in here, cheers boys.
Yeah. Fair enough. No, like in fairness, that's another P2. So you're very consistent, it seems, at the moment, and I think you're about 21 points, I think, if that's correct, ahead of Con now. So Didn't get the win, but you're still very consistent. And yeah, now how do you feel about Jeddah next week anyway?
I haven't really raced in Jeddah at all. I haven't really done any good laps on it. I believe it's slower than it was last season or last year with the track limits being a little bit different. But sure, look, we'll do a bit of practice and see what happens.
That's it. Well done again. Good P2 and great driving.
Thank you very much.
Well done to Josh. This tier 2 jinx of the championship leader is not happening very much recently, so hopefully for your sake that's...
You keep your mouth shut, Colin.
I know West. I mean, however, there's one man looking to take that top spot off it is a man in a new Ferrari in the yellow suit, giving you a bit of luck tonight, Connell, hasn't it?
Yeah, colour suits me well, you know.
Yeah,
like
you weren't sweating in that suit, were you?
Absolutely.
P2 on the grid, happy? I suppose you're pretty happy with doing it one lap, I suppose. So.
Yeah, always more on it, you know yourself. Every banker I've gotten this week has been a 7, so I was consistent with my bankers anyway.
And then obviously the start, you've got a blinder yesterday, and there's a blinder today. Then made all the difference. Yeah,
just it's kind of finding the buy point on the car that I'm kind of liking now, and it seems to be working for me. Off the line, I'm never great, but in the kind of second phase, once I get going, I'm just gone. See you later. But yeah, it's working out for me. Like,
excellent stuff. Anyway, and just keeping the wings. You seem to be running higher wings than Josh, because you were saying you looked like you were quicker in the corners, and you kept getting to 9/10 every single time.
Yeah, I was running 14:20, and then I switched down to 12:20 for the last stint. Because I knew from the first I was way too slow on the straights for Josh, so I said if I put it down to 12, I'll have some sort of turn in and some sort of straight line. So, yeah.
Excellent stuff. And the tyres okay at the end, were
they? Mediums were 68 coming in. So pushing, and then I don't even know what they were like at the end, but I was able to take Maggots and Beckett's pretty similar to 5 laps into the stint on the last lap. Like, they actually held quite nicely. Like FaZe was come behind me, like, and he was getting a few cheeky track limits there at the end, trying to get close to me.
Sure.
So, but I was like, nah, sure, has to be done, you know.
Do it myself, guys.
Oh yeah, we all do it, so don't worry about it.
So yeah, but then I had Slater in the box with me, and he was just saying, save ERS, and obviously my tendency is to be a bit heavy on that, so I just said, screw it, I'll save it, and I had enough there at the end just to keep ahead of FaZe. I had like 30% or something coming down the Hangar Straight and just booked it.
Excellent stuff. And now 21 points behind in the championship, about halfway through. So obviously we go to Jeddah next week. It's all on the line now, isn't it? This new Ferrari, you've got a bit of new life, haven't you?
Well, Jeddah, it's first and foremost a wheel game, but this is even more of a wheel track. So I think FaZe and Joshua might nip me a little bit next week. To be honest, I actually haven't done a league race around Jeddah because I've never done them. So just gonna get the head down, get some practice in. So it's one of those tracks where I need some more downforce than the wheel boys, but obviously need the straight line speed, so be difficult enough for sure. We'll just get stuck in.
Absolutely. Well done tonight, mate, anyway, and fair play to you, and hopefully we'll see you again
well done, Connor.
very soon. And well done to the top 3. You were in a class of your own tonight. I have to say you were miles clear of the rest of the pack, but let's see if that'll change next week in Jeddah, because of course we always have the risk of safety cars in Jeddah. So that's it from tier 2, and oh, Ben, for God's sake, man.
I was going to say, actually, there, Colin, just before we go, I'm not sure if anyone said it already. I know I have, but Colin, does that mean you have more race wins than Kachiga?
Yes, actually, yeah, I do actually, which is,
So let's slip that in there.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, he's just in the chat there typing a lot of rubbish there, Kachiga. So we'll see. We'll see if he's still typing in the chat there. Is he? He'll have to hang on a minute there, will we not?
Anyway. Yeah. I'll send him a message there.
Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for Kachiga, really.
Not really.
Anyway, we'll end the stream there instead of us acting the dipstick. So we'll be back tomorrow, where actually Connor's on commentary tomorrow, I think, and he's here for the Tier 5 version of the British Grand Prix, and then we will be back in Jeddah next week, so the same time to watch Tier 2. So for myself, Colin B289 is so long, and thank you for watching, and apologies for the slight delay of the race. I hope it didn't affect anyone's evening, and we will talk to you then. So bye bye now, everybody.